In this session, we are going to talk about the Home tab's style group, and within the style group, as we have done the conditional formatting, now we'll be covering the format as table. And here we will learn how we can format some data as a table and what are the advantages of this activity, why should we format it, and what are the problems if we are not formatting our data as a table, or what are the disadvantages. I would not say a problem, but definitely disadvantage. So let's go to this sheet, and here I have created some small data. Right, this data is a sales data wherein we have the serial number, date, sales representative name, the product they have sold, and the region in which the sales have been done. Now from this table, I'll copy the first 10 rows, Control C, and I'll paste it here, Control V, and I'll also paste the same data here, Control V. In two places I've pasted this data just to make you understand that how the two data will behave differently if we are formatting them as table and if we are not doing the same. So now in the first one, I'll keep my cursor, and what I'll do is I'll press the shortcut Control T. Control T, T for table. Control L is also used, but Control T is better because T is for table. As soon as we click on Control T, we will see a small box opening up here. And in this small box, Excel is asking us few questions. The first question is, are you looking forward to create a table? So yes, we are looking forward to do that. Where is the data for your table? It is asking the question, but when we kept our cursor here, it has already selected our table and we can see this running line around it. So our data is selected. Third one, it says that my table has got headers and it has automatically put a tick mark there, which means that the first cell of the every column or the first row is headers row. Every column is having a header name like serial number, date, sales rep, product, and region. If you are saying no here, Excel will provide a headers like column 1, column 2 default heading names on its own. But since we have headers here, we have ticked on this that my table has got headers. And as we say OK, we'll see that automatically this has been formatted, and we can see blue color there. And with this change, there are few more changes which have happened, and we'll try to explore what are all these changes which have happened in this set of data. So as soon as we have clicked here, what has happened in the menu bar? If you look at the menu bar, I'll just click down. If I click outside this data, or even if I click in this data, we'll see that table design is not being shown in the menu here. But if I click in this data, which I have converted it into proper Excel table, if I click here, you'll see the table design appearing here. And this particular tab has got a complete ribbon of its own. In this, I click on this data, there's nothing like that. If I click here, I get this tab, and now I can quickly give it a design and a look and change the aesthetics to whatever view I want in few seconds. Without doing anything, I can change the aesthetics of my data, and the look and feel will totally change, right? And I can select any one of the designs which I am interested into. You can see, and I have selected one particular style here. Now when I'm clicking here and I look at this table design, I have got lot many other options. Here there are 6 different buttons. If I click on the header row, you will see the header row has disappeared. If I click here, it will appear. The totals row, if I click here, there will be a total coming down automatically. And though we don't have any sales numbers here, we have only data till the region. There are no numbers here. If I want to add some data here, if I want to insert a column here, Control Shift plus, and if I am interested in adding a sales column, if I type here sales, you will see as soon as I type there, this has been made the part of this table. Here if I write sales, nothing happens to the table, nothing happens to this, but this part has been taken in this table and sales figures will be added here. Now I'll do a random generation of some numbers. I'll do equal to ran between, my favorite tool to get some numbers, and I'll type here 599 to 999. I'll put a comma and I'll say enter, and I've got some numbers here. I'll add them, control C, then I'll do control alt V and enter to give them all values, and I'll give them orientation. If I want to make them center oriented, I can keep these numbers. I'll also paste them here, control C. I'll paste these numbers here as well, control V, so that I have them there as well. Now friends, when I'm clicking on this table and going to the table design, if I click on the total row, you will see that I'll get a